Hi guys, well here's your video of the site. We're driving here on the road in, so you can start to see the road's actually really good quality. We're about 3 kilometers from the turnoff to the left to the property here. So it's quite a nice road. You feel like you've just gone out of suburbia and into the country. That driveway there on the left you just saw is the property just to the north of this one. And this is the entry to the property. It's a little bit understated. It's not sort of inviting robbers, if you like. It's got electric gates, which obviously you can remotely control, and then there's quite a large drop off to the right there, down. So that's looking up. We'll come back to that, but that's looking up to the property, the adjoining property. Sorry about how quick this is, but so that's the view from the front of the house. The house is extremely private, so there's nothing really looking down on the house at all, nothing at all. The buildings on the, we'll go back to them in a second, on the way in are up the road, so you don't have to come down to the property. So this first section is actually the parents' retreat. So when you walk in, you go to the left and it's like the parents' retreat, which has various rooms in here that that are designed to have, Johanna's here too, designed to have babies or something in.
Or studies.
Studies, offices. That's the main bedroom, looking out to the northwest over the pool. That's the balcony off the main bedroom. And that's where he's pointing there is where this house is. It's up behind all those trees there. They don't look down on this. They'd have to go somewhere in their yard to look down on it. And it's a good 300 or 400 meters away anyway. Come on, honey. So these are the rooms. Yeah, these are the rooms within. This is all within the parents' retreat. That's the ensuite, and there's an outside shower area that's got a wall around it, so you can go naked down there.
Wash Mark off when he comes back from his muddy mountain trail.
Yeah, hose him off down there. It's done in a modern Balinesian style, but you wouldn't. It's not overstated Balinesian at all. It's just got a really nice feel to it, really good quality.
Nice oasis.
So here we're into the kitchen. So this is the butler's kitchen, a completely separate kitchen behind the other kitchen. So you could easily get caterers in here, for example. This is the main kitchen area out in the main living room. So that is the main living room. That's the entry foyer that you just saw at the top there. Gas fireplace. There is wood fire and gas fireplaces through. Well, I think there's 3 in total. So you're looking back out to the main entrance there. It's done quite nicely. They reckon that the build cost $3.5 million for the house. Probably right. It's very solid, all on concrete construction. So it's the construction is good. Construction's 9 out of 10. That's the pool. It's a good 20 meters long. That was a nice bit of sound effects there. And it's got a cover that comes over it. It's a self-cleaning pool as well, but really good lap pool and great view from it. The pool filter is on the right hand side up there under that deck. You can hear it running. It was the only noise we were hearing while we were there. It's not noisy, but I would probably get it moved so you don't hear anything. That grass is that low maintenance grass you don't have to mow. The decks, everything is really solid. Really thick wood, well maintained. 5 years old is the house, and yeah, it looks, I'd probably get it painted before I moved in, just through scuff marks and things that are just natural things. Up there behind that tree is where the neighbour, the only neighbour that would have any hope of looking down on the land. It's up there behind. We'll have some more photos of that. Now that over there is the guest wing. There's 3 bedrooms in there. Kookaburra sitting on the handrail. So you've got over there is the parents' retreat, and on the other side is the 3-bedroom, all fully ensuite. We'll get there in a second. Guest retreat. So it's a really good layout. 4 bedrooms there, as I said, but other utility rooms in the parent section. Travertine on the floor here, all well maintained. The barbecue is probably a little bit understated. You probably want to, that's so that they can move it around. There's various gas points around the place. So that you can move it around depending on what wind is blowing. This is in the guest quarters, so it's all really nice. This is all just travertine and marble, really nicely done. So you can see the Balinesian influence, but not overstated. Just a really nice country residence. Solid floors, really well built, all on concrete slabs. Some of the furnishing I wouldn't go with, but Johanna says it's okay. All the electronics, the TVs and things are crap. You'd get rid of that and get all new stuff if you had the option. They are willing to sell with the furniture.
And those two rooms are connected, but the door can be locked in between, so you can have two separate guest quarters there. Individually
air conditioned each room, so if you've only got one guest down there, you're not air conditioning the whole lot. So you can see where the money's been spent. Outside here, it's really nice views everywhere. Just real country estate. As I said, no one looking at you. It's really private. This is the garden, the vegetable garden.
Fruit trees, heaps of them.
Yeah, lots of different things they're growing there. Already planted, already well established. Bananas. Plenty of water. All the drinking water, washing water's off the roofs. I think it was 20,000 gallons. Near 100,000 litres, and then you've got dams forever. There's dams all over the place. Limes. So plenty of extra things there. Is that a marijuana plant down there? Yeah, I think that is.
Maybe. Playground if you get bored.
Yeah, that's the two lines that you can hang things on. There's a wood storage there, and there's another little storage around the side there. If anything, the house doesn't have a lot of storage in it, but I don't think that's a major issue. I mean, there's walk-in robes and things, but there's not massive amounts of storage if it was your 365-day-a-year house, There's no garage. There's a carport with two cars and storage behind that. You'll see that in a second.
But there's plenty of room for garages.
Yeah, plenty of room. That's the driveway in is coming down the hill there. And up there on that hill is where the other house is. There it is there. So you can see it's, privacy is not an issue. So this is the entry where you park your car, greet your visitors. That's the carport with some storage behind it. But plenty of area there to put whatever you wanted to put as far as garaging is concerned. Probably go-kart track just down the side of the hill there for me. So you can see this is separated from the other buildings up the top here. So the gas, for example, and the electricity comes in at that point up the top there and then is underground to the house. So even the changing of gas cylinders happens up there. They never have to come down here to the house. It's really well designed in that way. A lot of consideration where the house has been placed on the land. So these, obviously there's a shed where you've got tractors, and then these houses up here are portables that have been put there. The previous owner, I believe, was staying in those before they built.
Sorry.
You actually don't need any of these tractors. The way that this farm is set up is quite sustainable. They actually just move the cattle around, so they don't actually store any hay or anything. They've got just enough cattle and natural grass areas that they just move it around. I can go into much more detail about that, but it's quite an advanced setup. It's over $1 million worth of infrastructure on the land itself, not including the houses. These houses, you would have workers stay there if you wanted to, but only guess that you didn't want to stay for very long, you put up there. They're not fantastic condition. They're livable, but they're not, they're 2-star.
Like cottages on a camping ground.
Yeah, camping ground stuff. That's where he's got his office in there. It's like a single bedroom house where he's got his office, air conditioned. That's the power coming in, so it's overland to these, and then it's underground to the property. The dirt road, they've deliberately
That's the neighbour there.
Oh, that's the neighbour, yeah, up on the hill. So that's that driveway that comes in, goes to the neighbour. These things are all Western red cedar in good condition. Probably need a lick of oil, but all in good condition. As I say, quite livable. Good storage. So now we're going overland and having a look at the land itself and the improvements. So they've got a lot of money from Auscare, which is basically you spend $1, you get $1 from Auscare, and Landcare, and they've done a lot of fencing, a lot of rehabilitation areas that they've received money for. Things like the creeks have all got fences either side of them, so that the cattle don't get in there and break the banks and cause all this material to keep on going down the rivers. This is the entry here to where the state forest begins.
Over the creek.
So that's where you'd go horse riding or push bike riding. All the gates and things, infrastructure here is all concreted in around this point, so they're made to last. 160 cattle on there at the moment.
Breed, which means short hair, and they're
apparently the grasses are all the right grasses from where? From Africa.
African places,
Yeah, that's the male.
normally. And that just shows you how clean the country is.
One male and the rest are female.
I'm a bit short.
So obviously they cut this for our visit. That's looking from the main road